We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Cut. 180. Coming to you. Coming to you. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Hey, Alpha. Cut.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second and 10, Goff again. Trying to lay one up deep. They've got his man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Rams.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 46. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Pilot, 64. Weak.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Down. Now the wolf. 57 to Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, it comes to me. It's me.
First down, Bridgewater. And it's caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
14 more yards. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
57. Oh, you get over here.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Play fake. Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Switch. Go. Hey, switch gears. Go. Check nickel. Check it back.
Bridgewater now. And he's able to find Diggs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on third down. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Now a run with Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 43.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run with Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, it's Henderson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
20.
Throwing on third. Gone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Bridgewater on first down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
What we got? 57. Mike, 57.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. Touchdown, LA! A 50-yard punt return touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. Zerline good with a PAT. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a big 32-yard play on third.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, team. It's going to be
Bridgewater again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 18.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take a 17-14 lead. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And an alley to run. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, 77 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kick.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Trey Flowers. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Bridgewater to throw it. Big hold of the 30. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's Brian Anger now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pick me up. Here we go. Watch the air. DC. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Cornell. They're running it. Under 10. 10.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He'll get this to Eckler. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 15 yards on the play, first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Bridgewater. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Cook with a first down and much more. And down to the 29-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Bridgewater. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Bridgewater. He gets this one to Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Let's go now. Mike, over the ending. 6-man. Check curls, check curls.
They'll try to run with Madison. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
SOS. Switch. Watch out.
They run. Abdullah. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for it. Brandon Cooks. And that's complete to Cooks. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks taking it goal line to goal line. 100 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time, well, this is taken in. It's complete. Stephon Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Jim. Patch it. Listen.
Gone. Going up top for Cup. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, like 20, 2. Come on, 40's mine. Watch the screen.
To throw is gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
6-6, pull it high.
Another carry now for Gurley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 39. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Abdullah. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
57, Mike, 57.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw, Bridgewater. He completes it to Abdullah. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
He's checking crap.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Bridgewater. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On second down, Eckler. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Bridgewater on first down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Bridgewater to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go, D.
Here's Bridgewater. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's Bridgewater. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
45-yard attempt.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Let's go. 120.
40, Mike, 40.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40.
Throwing now. Goff. He's going to loft one deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 43 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
X3. 218. Chopper.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.